Hi, my name is Dave Crosswell. I'm a retiree and I'm supporting the workers here. Last August, they were told by their employer that they were going to be forced to take a $3 an hour wage cut from $13.80 to $10.40, I believe. And the workers were working 10-hour shifts, very few breaks, severe health and safety problems. And they said no. Well, actually, the money wasn't the only thing. They wanted the workplace improved upon. The employer said no. Either you take the $3 an hour cut, or you're fired. So they quit. But they went to the employment standards with the Ministry of Labor and challenged what was taking place. And the ministry ruled in favor of the workers for termination pay. Some of them $4,500, $4,000, and you can imagine how much that is for somebody making minimum wage. But he refuses to pay. It's gone to a collection agency. This owner, Klinec, has had issues in the past with Revenue Canada. We're out here supporting the workers because workers should not be exploited, scared to go to work, working for minimum wage with these types of conditions with an arrogant boss like this, and that's where we're at.
This is kind of in a worst case scenario for these workers then. They really just wanted to be treated fairly and have good working conditions.
Back in August, some of them were looking at the wage cut, but it was beyond the wage cut. It was working conditions. And the other challenge, of course, is with the employment standards, nobody polices it. You have to come forward with a written complaint before they'll even look at it. So how many other workplaces are like this, Poison, where workers are being treated like this?
Yeah, how many workers are affected here?
I'm being told about 30.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, perfect. Thank you.
So this is, and it's non-union shop, just people. We had a woman come in here earlier. She was hurt on the job. She fell and slipped. Her employer fired her.
Come on.
It's brutal.
So we showed up here today to pick up on the action that we took last August when the workers resigned in the face of a $3 an hour pay cut. And then they realized later they were eligible for termination pay under the Employment Standards Act. So they filed the claims last year, and in through the fall of 2012, their claims went through the system, and they weren't hearing back from the employer. So we decided to take this action to put some pressure on them to pay the termination pay. And then we were finally able to meet with him. At first he refused to meet with us, and then he did, and he had a printout of a payment schedule that he was going to adhere to. So what's happened is the claims had gone to a collection agency, and so whatever he pays out will go to the collection agency, and then that's paid out to the workers.
With what he told you today, are you optimistic that this will actually...
I don't know. I mean, it's the old story, the check's in the mail, so we'll see. I mean, he had all the files there, all the letters from the Employment Standards Office, and I'd like to think that he's going to follow through. So on that note, we're going to let the trucks through and let things continue on as they are.